Yo, what's good, family? What's good, family? It's your boy, MI4K20 in the building. We got another morning of We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks Daily. Number one YouTube fan channel for the Atlanta Hawks, for the fans, by the fans. I am your humble host, humble servant, Demond Thomas, and let's talk some Atlanta Hawks. So, guys, we got through the opening opening 3 games of the season, man. Um, we got through it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all I can say. Not too disappointed. Um, really, I wanted us to be 3-0 at this point. Um, right now, 2-1 is better than being 1-2. 1-2 is better than being 0-3. So I mean, could be worse. Could have been better if we would have showed up against the Hornets. I mean, that Hornets loss, that's one of those losses that, that just sticks with me because they played with a way lesser unit than we did without Terry Rozier and without LaMelo Ball, and they still beat the brakes off of us. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that's tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button for your homie. So my guy says, can't make the live, but talk about how weird this NBA season has been so far. Weird for the Hawks and weird for a lot of other teams. And I asked him, I said, well, give me an example of weird, man. You know what I'm saying? He never replied, never left nothing. But weird, I don't know if the season's been weird. I will say this in professional sports, looking like in football, it seemed like all the older players, all the former superstars, all the current legends, current GOATs are having terrible seasons. And that's something I could speak on. Let's see. My boy Hakeem said, I don't think it's weird. The competition is just getting better. Yeah, man. You're getting better players. A lot of teams are getting better players. I think a lot of teams are more focused on developing their own players now. Because I mean, you really didn't see it. You don't really didn't see a shift this year in free agency. No type of power shift or anything like that. I mean, it was pretty much quiet. I mean, besides the KD trade request, which he ended up staying with the Nets anyway. So it was really nothing that was going on. My guy RJ sees in the building. What's good, my guy? He says, what's up, family? We need to upgrade the center position. We also need more spacing in the second unit. You ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied, especially with that first comment. Upgrading the center position is something I've been screaming for at least 2 years. I was one of the few people who was against the Clint Capella extension. I was against that last offseason, but they did it anyway. People told me I was a hater. So be it. He said we need more spacing with the second unit. With the second unit, you don't really have that many shooters right now. Look, let me say, you don't have many proven shooters. I mean, second unit, you talking about, you got DeJounte out there. You got, usually it's DeJounte, Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, Onyeka, and Jalen Johnson. So you don't really have no killer shooting out there. I mean, Jalen Johnson has yet to be a proven shooter, especially from the perimeter, and make him at a nice clip. Aaron Holiday's iffy. Justin Holiday is streaky. As we saw against the Hornets, he couldn't steal a 3-pointer. But the second unit really doesn't have no elite shooting to space it. You know, I mean, you could use a Kongwu because he's the 5 in our second unit and have him come from out there and clear the lane some from their big. But I mean, we don't really have no real shooting out there. Do you really trust a Kongwu shooting anything beyond the free throw line? I mean, right now I don't. I haven't seen him make anything past that free throw line consistently to where you're like, okay, that dude got that shot. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. RJ said, "Do I think Nate is the right coach?" I think Nate. I think Nate McMillan's problem is this, and it's a lot of problem. It's a problem with a lot of older men. You know, I'm an older man. I'm 45, but I don't have this problem. Uh, to adjust their coaching style or leadership style to today's time. You know what I'm saying? I think Nate is kind of stuck in his ways. I don't really think he thinks about players getting better during the season. I don't think he believes in playing young players a lot of minutes. Um, because and why do I say it? Because we don't see it. You don't see none of our young players. You're not going to see. I mean, Jalen Johnson got drafted when last year before last, and how many times you really seen him on the court? I mean, I was shocked this year when I seen him come in the first quarter of an NBA game. Usually, he saved that. He let Jalen Johnson them come in. It'd be like a minute, 2 minutes left. The game already decided, and the people just running up and down the court getting exercise. So I think Nate lacks at getting being able to develop young players on the fly. Um, let's see. I don't like the way he runs the offense when he says we don't run plays, we run act. I don't like that. Know what I'm saying? But I don't know because a lot of those coaches, GMs, and stuff. They'll tell when they do them interviews, they just say anything. They don't care. They just say anything, and it could be not even close to what they're doing, but they'll just say something either to get the crowd get the fans hyped or get the fans trigger one or the other. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really believe it. But so I hit up all the questions. Make sure y'all share this video, man. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. As you can see at the ticker below, rebounds per game. You see who is number one and you see who's number two. Okay. I said it in the post game live. I'm gonna say it again right now. I really believe something is wrong with Clint Capella. I don't think something is wrong with Clint Capella. I don't think Clint Capella is 100% either mentally or physically or both. Something is not right. This does not look like the player who sat in front of the camera and told them New Yorkers, we gonna come to New York and we gonna beat y'all on y'all home court. He don't look like the same player who averaged 15 points and 14 rebounds his first year here. He don't look like the player who's the defensive anchor as we made a run to the playoffs and to the Eastern Conference Finals. He looks like he doesn't have no energy. He looked like he's not excited to play. He doesn't look excited to be here. He looked like his mind is somewhere else. So, I mean, hopefully he can get it together. I don't know if he got to go see a sports psychiatrist or, Nate McMillan can figure it out, but something got to happen because, Capella averaging 8 rebounds is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And he's slowly losing minutes to Okongwu. I don't know why. I don't know why he keep losing minutes to Okongwu because Okongwu ain't no better when it come to getting rebounds. You see, he only averaging 5. So something is up with that center position, man. We got to find out. We got to fix it. We need a rejuvenated Clint Capella back here. We got to do something. We can't have him giving us 3 points and 5 and 8 rebounds. That's unacceptable from Clint Capella. And I know, and that's coming from a Clint Capella. I don't even like Clint Capella, to be honest, but that's too low. That is terrible, But let me get on some stats for y'all, man. I pulled some stats up, and let's go over these stats. Matter of fact, let me pull it up on the computer so everybody can see it instead of just reading from my stat. Let's talk some of these NBA. Let's see. Okay, right now, family, let's go ahead and let me get this so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Okay, let's get talking here. Okay, so as y'all can see, our Atlanta Hawks. Okay, we got the good and we got the bad, guys. We got the good in the defensive rating, 108, top 10 in defensive rating, right? But our offense, we're not maintaining what we had last year offensively. We went from number 1, number 2 last year to we're 23rd after 3 games. 23rd, 109.7. That's terrible. That's terrible. Luckily, our defense is keeping us in it at 108. That's a 1-point net rating, which puts us slap dab in the middle, slightly above the middle. So we're elite defensively, but we're terrible offensively. Assists are not, we're not elite assist wise. When I say elite, I'm talking elite to me will be top 10. Top 10 will be elite, right? We're 13th in assists per game. Okay. 108 defense, 109 offensive rating. That's terrible. We was number 2 last year. So, I mean, and I understand it's only 3 games, so I don't need nobody getting all crazy and whatnot. It's talking about I don't know nothing. I know it's only 3 games. I don't need nobody getting all excited. Oh, it's only 3 games. Why are you gonna say this? All right, let's look at these numbers here. So, as you can see at the ticker below, if you look at the ticker below, right, come across your screen, you see that? Trae Young averaging 25 points per game. DeJounte at 19.7. John Collins at 19. DeAndre Hunter at 14. Round that up, that's 15 points per game, right? So, but look at this. Trae Young, 36 minutes. You want to know why our offensive rating is terrible? You know why the offensive rating is so terrible? Look at Trae Young, man. And he has to fix this. I'm sure he's going to fix it, but look at this. Trae Young. He's shooting 32% from the free field, guys. 32% from the field, right? And 25% from 3. He's the worst shooter from 3 amongst the starters, and second to and tied for the worst 3-point shooting on the whole team. As far as field goal percentage, he's 32%, right? He's the second worst shooter on the team at 32.4%. Justin Holiday at 25 and Aaron Holiday at 33 are a little bit better and a little bit worse. But Trae doubles the shots. That if you add their shots up per game, so let's call that 7-4. That's 11 shots between the Holiday Bros. So that's 11 shots at 30. Let's call it 30%. Right? So what is that? 3 shots made. Trae shoots 32%, but he takes 24. He takes 24 shots to get 25 points. That is terrible. That is terrible, guys. And that's why the offensive rating is so low, because let's look at everybody else's stats. And let me know, y'all can see the stats, right? Y'all can see the stats. Now let's look at everybody else. Let's look at the other players, okay? You got DeJounte Murray, right? At 46%, which is not bad for a jump shoot. If Trae was shooting 46%, bro, he'd be averaging 30 some points a game. Okay. So 46% is good. Hunter shooting 50%. That's outstanding. Collins at 55%, outstanding. Clint 64, Onyeka 68, AJ Griffin 75. So you see Trae Young single-handedly is killing the offense, killing it. But you got to take the good with the bad. He probably just in a little slump right now, right? Probably just in a little slump. And, hopefully Trae will come out of it sooner rather than later. Okay. My guy Jay, what's good, Jay? Thanks for tapping in. My boy say, when is the trade deadline? Trade deadline is is right before the It's right before the All-Star game, I think. So it's like in February. Trade deadline is like in February. Let's see. Should he take the three from his game and go for mid-range floater and layups? Well, he uses the three because he's so short. That's why he shoots them so far, so from so far out, because he's so short, right? But what he needs to do is eliminate the bad threes that he takes. He'll take some three-pointer shots. Well, you just like, why, bro? Why you even shoot that? It's like 19 seconds on the shot clock. Why you shoot that? Why are you shooting? And then he shot one from the side. Well, he just threw it up. Like he's like, oh, let me get rid of the ball. And I'm like, you got to do better. He has to get those numbers up. In order for us to be successful, he has to get those numbers up. That's a no-go right there from the superstar. My guy Barnes, he said, I think Capella salty. Trey is better friends with DeJounte. Barnes, he wilding. He wilding. RJ said AJ Griffin should play over Justin Holiday. Those wide open look, Justin Holiday let us down, knocking down. Open threes is a must. AJ could help with that. You know what I think, RJ? I think it's like this. I think because Nate is the coach, he's going to always go with the sure thing. He knows that Aaron Holiday can play in this league. He know what he can get from Aaron Holiday. I think the jury's still out on the young players like AJ Griffin and Justin Holiday, excuse me, and Jalen Johnson and Tyrese Martin. It's because, he probably thinking, I've never seen these dudes play. I don't know how they're gonna blend with the team. Woo, 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 woo. But me personally, um, AJ Griffin would have been getting some burn. If you're a healthy body, you should be getting some burn. Why Coach Nate is running a 9-man rotation is beyond me. I don't know why he just running 9 players, bro. Look how many players we got with Coach DMP's coach's decision. Look at this. Let's look. DMP coach's decision. How many we got? Look at this. These dudes, 1, 2, that's 4 dudes who got they came in one for like a couple minutes. Look at that. 6 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Like, why is he not using? You should at least be going at least 2 more, whether it's Griffin and Vic, but he should at least be going 2 more in a rotation, playing a 9-man rotation. We not in the playoffs, Nate. You know what I'm saying? We are not in the playoffs. So you don't have to just play 9 dudes. You can go ahead and play some other players. It's not against the law. They ain't against the rules. It's not cheating for you to play more than 9 players. You know what I'm saying? RJ say Clint might have one foot out the door and he knows it. But bro, we not finna. Even if we got rid of Clint, we not getting nothing for him, man. I think the worst thing, I gotta go look at his contract. I think the worst thing that Travis did was re-sign Clint Capella to extension. I don't know why he did that, man. I have no idea why he would do that. None. But let's pull it up though. Let's look at these contracts. Let's see what this money looking like. Let's see what the money look like. The money look like. Okay, let's check salary cap 2022. Let's check that. All righty. So let's see what we got here. So Sharif Cooper gone. Okay. Let me find me a different one. This one's not a good one. Here we go. This is the one I want to see. Would you take Porzingis? I got to look at the money, man. Porzingis on max money, bro. I got to see what he make because let's see here. So I'm looking at the contract stat, right? Let's look at these contracts real quick. Let me show y'all this. Oops, wrong button. I mean, Porzingis would be a good piece, man. It's just he makes so much money. And if you trade for Porzingis, to me, you're trying to win like right now. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You are trying to win. So let's look at his contracts, man. Okay, let's see. So Capella is due this year. He's due 18.2 million. Oh my days. Hold up. I gotta make sure I'm reading this right. Clint Capella take up 14% of the tax. I mean, of the cap. That's what his contract did. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. So let's see. Cash remaining on these contracts. Let's look here. So we got 200 million left on Trey, 100 million left on John. Wait, what did that say? We got 61 million left on Capella. Oh my days. Capella making 18.2 million. You gotta be kidding me, bro. So if Capella is at 18 and it's 61 million left, that can't be right. That got to be wrong. That has to be wrong. Got to be. No way he got $60 million left on that contract. No way possible. No way, no how, bro. No way, no how. 5-year. Clint Capella signed a 5-year, $90 million contract. Okay, with the Rockets. Got it. Included 80 million. Uh-huh. And 22, 23. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. 5 years, 90 million. Because that was so they included the extension. I'm assuming they included the extension we put on. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. So in 2021, right here, he signed an extension, 2 years, $45 million extension. So this should be his last year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, he signed a 5-year deal with the Rockets. Oh, it don't say when though. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, so he signed a 5. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. So he should have, this should be his last year. It's looking like he's gonna be a free agent this year after this season. And if that's the case, let me double check here. Let's see here. Cap hit. He's number 10. Number 3 on the Hawks, third highest paid player. He's the 73rd highest player in the NBA. Okay. Okay. So looks like he's going to be a free agent. Okay, contract details. Oh yeah, this looked like his final year. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking, double checking stuff, guys. That's all I'm doing. I'm just double checking. All right. Let's see here. So Big O said no, he wouldn't take Porzingis. Hakeem said we need to go after Buddy Hield. And where's Buddy Hield going to play, Hakeem? What position he going to play? Big O say no on Buddy Hield too. His cousin's still on the open market. We could use some of that physical. He's still out there, man. He's still a free agent. So is Dwight Howard. That 2-year was smart because I think he's going to decline fast. I wouldn't have gave him nothing though. I would have gave him absolutely nothing. I would let him walk. Wiseman, we're not getting Wiseman, man. Wiseman's gonna buy. Wiseman probably gonna get max money contract offers, and I'm sure Golden State is probably gonna match it. How you feel about Kemba Walker? He washed up, bro. He old. I don't think he got nothing left in the tank. He might be another version of Lou Will. You know what I'm saying? He just another version of Lou Will, man. He ain't got nothing left in that tank. I sure don't want to waste a roster spot on him neither. You know. Let me look at DeJounte real quick, cause let's see what DeJounte money like. So DeJounte this year is making 16.5 million this year. Okay, so we don't have to extend DeJounte until next year. So next year we could start doing some contract negotiations, getting him up, because he's gonna be up there. He's gonna be up in that $30 million range easy. So might as well get ready for that. Shout out to DeJounte. He's gonna be worth DeJounte worth every penny. What about Bogey? I'm gonna see his Bogey on his last. He might got one more year left, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Bogey. Oh, he got 2 years left. So he got. Oh snap! Travis, God dang it! He gave Bogey a damn player option. God dang. Well, you know he gonna be back next year for 18 million. I can tell you that right now. He'll be back next year for 18 million. You can go and bet that now. Then he unrestricted free agent. And he got a 15% trade kicker. Jeez, bro. He definitely need to get the Bogey need to hurry up and get healed. We need to put him on display, man, so we can get off that contract. Let's see if they updated with Hunter's contract. Okay. His contract has not been updated yet. But this year he's making $9 million. Yeah. So his extension, he could have got, if he was a max player, he could have got 5 years, 188. We got him 4 years, 95, I think, 95 million. So this year he only making 9 million off our he only making 9 million this year. Here's his contract extension. So he'll be making 20 million, 21, 23, 24 million dollars. That's how it's gonna be paid out. And don't forget the cap goes up every year, so the percentage of the cap that he takes up is gonna change. Let's see here. So we good on that. So I mean, we not bad off contract wise, not bad off, but Capella, maybe that's why he not playing good, because he know he might be on his way out the door. Maybe that's why his minutes are being used up now, because Capella's on his way out the door. This is his last year, guys. This is Capella's last year. Let's go back and double check. 22, 23, right here. Boom. Age 28. This is his last year. 18 million. So he drops off the books. That'll save us some cap. Okay, now I'm just looking at his bonuses. That'll save us some cap space and everything, guys. But yeah, he done for. And we need to upgrade that position anyway. Y'all know I've been screaming, upgrade that center position, man. Let's see what we talking about here. Where we at? How about we trade for Walker Kessler? Is Walker Kessler available for trade, RJ? That's the thing. If they're not available for trade, you might well not even think about it. Lou Will versus Philly was astonishing. Yep. And then he fell off, man. And then Lou Will fell off. He fell off. The Hawks are just put together so weird. And I said this on the post game live, guys. I said this is a badly, poorly constructed team. We got too much of one thing, not enough of other stuff. Too many forwards, It's like he just went to the draft and said, "I'm gonna draft everybody between 6'6" and 6'9". I'm gonna pick you regardless of what position you play, regardless of what position we need." Because you sit there and when you think about it, we got 3 power forwards: Collins, Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, all draft Onyeka and Jalen just drafted back to back for it. It's no rhyme or reason for it. None. This team is poorly constructed. And excuse me, I cut my mic off. And then he still refuses to go address certain issues. We getting killed on the boards. We get killed on the boards, guys. We are ranked on the rebounding. Let me pull the stats up because I don't want nobody saying I'm over here just making up stats and stuff. I don't want nobody saying I'm over here making stuff up. So let me pull this up real quick. Pull up the Hawks. Let's see where we rank in rebounding. And y'all know I've been sitting up here on this show screaming and crying for a backup big body. Why he go and get Frank the Tank? I have no freaking idea whatsoever. Like I don't understand the logic behind that. And then he go get Frank the Tank, and then he don't need, and then Nate don't even play the dude. Let's look. I'm finna pull this stuff up for y'all right now. Because I want nobody saying I'm making up no numbers or nothing. Let's look at these numbers right here, guys. Let's look at these numbers right here. Okay. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Let me see. Oops, hold up. I'm on the wrong screen, guys. We on the wrong screen. Don't worry, we finna bring it up right now. We finna bring it up right now. Okay. So, as a team, we are ranked rebounds, right? We average 9 offensive rebounds per game. Well, 10. That's 21st in the league. 33 defensive rebounds. That's 16th. We average 43 rebounds a night. That's 21 boards, right? But the problem is, can y'all see the problem? Do y'all see the problem? Right? The problem is what we are giving up is it's a problem that should have been addressed after the conference finals. Look at this right here, guys. We average 43 boards a game, but we give up 50. That's 20. We 25th in the league. Look at that. All this right here. See this red right here? 23rd, 27th, 25th. Can y'all see that? Y'all saw that red? Y'all see that? All that red. 23rd, 27th, 25th. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, total rebounds. We are a -7. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for your homeboy, man. Smash the like button for me, pretty please. I thank you kindly. We get killed on the boards, man. Do y'all not see that? Over the last 3 games, the first 3 games, we are -7 on the boards. That's 28th. Okay. -3, -4 on defensive boards, -3 on offensive boards. You see that? All this red. All this red. My boy Virgo say they missing shots. That's why they giving up so many rebounds. The Hawks at the bottom of the league in true shooting. Look at it. There you go right there. There go your shooting stats right there, Virgo. There go your shooting stats. We shoot 45% as a team. That's 20th in the league. That's 20th. You know who missing the shots, Virgo? Let's keep it real. Let's not say they missing shots. We know who missing the shots right now. Okay? We know who missing the shots. Our star player, our superstar point guard is starting off the season shooting in a shooting slump. That's why the number's so bad. That's why there's so many we giving all those rebounds we giving up. Because of Trey. Trey is shooting terrible. You can't shoot. You can't put up 24 shots a night and you're only hitting 22% of them, bro. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. He got to find a way to get himself going, get hot, something. But we can't have our star guard. You shooting 24 times a night, but you can only hit 20% of them. That's a no-go, man. That's why our shooting percentage is so far down. That's why we give up so many rebounds right now. You know what I'm saying? But we still, I want to find a way that we can get some boards to combat that. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at something on the positive side. On the positive side, where we at? Okay, 3 points, 3-pointers we only make 9 a game. We take 30. Look at that. More red. You see this red? Look at this red right here. Red, 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 red. 3-point percentage. We're 27th, bro. It's like 28 teams in the league. Or 32, one of them. I'll be forgetting. But 27th means we at the bottom. We know that for a fact. We at the bottom in 3-point percentage. So we shoot 33. We average 33 pointers a game. But we only hit 9 of them. Come on, man. Talk about shooting yourself out of a game, right? But defensively, we're good on the perimeter because the opponent only making 9 a game against us. That's 4th in the league defensively. The opponent is only shooting 31% against us from 3. That's 10th. I mean, that's the attempts. The percentage made, they only shooting 29, 30% from 3. That's 3rd in the league. So our perimeter, our 3-point defense is elite. Would you say? Can we agree on that? That's all green. 4th, 10th, 3rd. That's elite to me. That sounds like elite perimeter defense right there at the 3-point line. And that 3-point line, we holding it down at 3-point line. Now, field goals, because that's everything besides threes. So like when we getting killed in the paint, that hurt us. So this 14, 15, 15. So in field goal percentage, we mid, we medium, we in the middle, we middle of the pack. Okay, we ain't good, we ain't bad. You feel me? So it's some stuff for this team to work on, man. Some stuff that is definitely gonna change. It's definitely gonna change. As the season go on right now. So I'm not really tripping right now, but I'm just pointing out some stuff, man. I'm just pointing out some stuff. So let's see what we're talking about. Clint is definitely out. We gotta extend DeJounte. Yeah, that's a gimme. They're gonna extend DeJounte. That's a gimme right there. Why does the GM love all these wings dating back to Taurean Prince? That's funny you say that, because look who jersey I got on, Hakeem. I got on Taurean Prince jersey today. This the authentic Taurean Prince jersey. His dad sent it to me. Got the authentic Taurean Prince on today. Because I think he liked the wing, because wings is the way to go in today's NBA, man. It's wing dominated, guard dominated, man. Your bigs ain't really make it. They really not dominating the game except your onesies and twosies, your Jokic, your Embiid. That's really about it. When you're thinking an elite big, you know what I'm saying? You wanted Kevin Huerter traded, but that's what we need. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Virgo. I wanted him traded because we're not using him. So Kevin Huerter been with us for how many? Watch this. I'm gonna show you what I mean when I say we don't use them. So why keep them? Why pay him $15 million and we ain't using them? So watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. When I say we wasn't using him correctly. I say we was not using this guy correctly. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let's pull up Huerter. And the same thing gonna happen with Jalen Johnson. We're not using these dudes correctly. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. I want to see his. other games. Hold up. Let me find it for y'all. Here we go. See all. Yeah. Okay, watch this. Let me show y'all something here. Okay. So we got Kevin Huerter stats up, right? We don't use players correctly, man. Look at his numbers, dog. Look at these numbers. So he was giving us, let's see, 3-pointers, field goal, rebounds, assists, steals, PF, points per game. Look at that right there, guys. So with the Hawks, he averaged 9.7, 12.2, right? 11.9, 12.1. So with us, he was just going to be a career 11, 12-point score, right? That's all he was going to be with us. And look how many minutes he was playing. 27 minutes, 31 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Look at this. 8 field goal attempts, 11, 10, 10. Okay. Look at this. 3-point attempts, 5, 6, 6, 6. Look at all this. All this consistency shit, right? All of it's mid. Let's be real. Nothing about his time here stands out. Nothing stands out when Kevin Huerter was here. Okay? Nothing. Now look at his first couple games with the Kings. 30 minutes, 31 minutes. Look at this. He averaging already 12 shots. He already getting 2 more shots per game. Okay? Shooting at a higher field goal clip. He getting 3 more 3-point attempts per game. Look at this. Shooting at a 48% from 3 early. Come on, man. Come on. He a career 12-point score for us. First 3 games, 16. Well, excuse me, 17. Come on, man. Now look at, let me see. Watch this. Look at that. First game, 9 points. He had a rough start. 3 for 14, bad night. Okay. 1 for 8, bad night, 9 points. Came out in the next game, 18 points. 5 for 9, 5 for 8. Next night, come out, bam, hit you upside the head with 23, 8 for 12, 6 for 9. You see these opportunities he getting, and I ain't even pulled up. I'm gonna see if they got it right now. Let me check this usage rate real quick. Usage rate 2023. Let me see if they got that up here yet. I'm trying to see. Oh, they ain't got it up here yet. I want to see the usage rate. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Where is the usage rate? Because that's gonna let me know everything I need to know. I could tell you right now, usage rate probably go Trey 1, DeJounte 2. So it'll be 1, 2. Collins is probably Collins is 3, Hunter 4. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you. Let me see. I can't find it, but I'll hunt for it later. I'll hunt for it later. So what I'm saying about the Kevin Huerter thing is that back to Hakeem. Was that Hakeem? Wait, who asked me about that? Oh, y'all. Oh, you need me drop? Okay, I'll drop. We got 15 minutes left, guys, on the show. We got 15 minutes left on the show. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to come on? We got these last 15 minutes. We're gonna keep this morning show. It's only gonna be an hour, guys. So if anybody need to come in, they go to the link. Come in, say your piece, whatever's on your mind. really don't have it's really no topic today. We're just talking the Hawks in general, man. And I'm just pointing out some numbers. I just want to go over some numbers after the first 3 games, man. Um, so if anybody need to come up here on the show, you want to say something, now we got 14 minutes left on the show, guys. Anybody want to come in and say their piece? Come on in here. I put the link in the description. I put the link in the chat. Just follow the link. Come on up here, man. Let's get it on. But let me see what we talking about up in here in the chat. Oh, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Hakeem say I know Trey gonna get out his slump. Yup. Defense is a top priority. Yeah, it is. So there is a bright spot. I mean, our defensive rating as a team, bro, is 108. We are a top. Let me pull it up. I wrote it down, but I want to pull it up because I don't want people saying I'm messing with no numbers or anything. Oh, my boy Mike up in the building. Let me bring my guy Mike on. What's popping, homie?
Yo, what to do, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Just chilling on this little morning show. You know what time it is, my G.
Nah, I feel. I was listening in and everything like that. I doggone, I got all kind of hours, man. I ain't got no set hours. I just be doing some everything. Sitting there waiting for your live and everything. And next thing I know, I'm like, oh man, I'm 30 minutes late. I ain't know you see my comment or not like that, man. You talking about tap in? You talking about tap in like an hour and a half early? I'm like, bro, I thought it was going down now. Like I'm rushing you too. Like, bet what are you talking about? He's talking about some notified. But yeah, man, I was listening to, I hear everybody saying everything. We have shown some improvements. I probably missed it though, but even when you just point out like the increase in defense that we've been having, we've been playing better defense. But
yeah, mm-hmm. At the three.
Oh, what guarding the three? We doing
yeah,
better.
Guarding the three. We're elite, and when I say elite, everything was in the top 10 of the league. Field goal attempt, 3-point attempts, 3 points made by the other team, and 3-point percentage that the other team shoots against us is all top 10 in the NBA.
Okay, I mean that's good. I mean that's good to see and hear or whatnot. I think the main issue or what's probably balancing that out is the fact that we suck at rebounding.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw when I was pointing the rebounding stats out. I was pointing them out.
Yeah, we own 3 in that category.
Yeah, we terrible, man. We minus over 3 games. We're -7 on the boards overall. -7. We're let me just pull it up. I'm gonna pull the rebounding stuff up again because
I think I looked at the last game thing or whatever, and I don't think we won the turnover battle against the Hornets.
Hell no, we didn't.
Okay, see, you saying it off the top of your head, so that's what I'm saying. Like
no,
we
didn't.
How we are. We suck at rebounding, and the reason why we won them first 2 games, even though I think if everybody be real, we wasn't necessarily like showing to be world beaters or something like that. We won, but that's because we turned them over and we played a little bit more efficient. Shots weren't quite dropping, and we didn't get as many turnovers. So that's kind of the recipe for the Charlotte loss.
In that first game, also, DeJounte didn't have no turnovers, and then that Charlotte game,
the first game he had none.
He had 0 in the first game. None.
The second one he had 7. I know that,
bro. He had 5 in the first half.
Of the
second game.
The Magic game.
And then he came back and turned it over another 6 times the other night.
What Trey have? Because Trey had 6 turnovers that Magic game as well. He was one behind DJ.
Bro, they up there. Him and Trey, they up there, man. I could pull it up.
They can't lead the league. Like, I mean, I know they're high usage, so usually high usage, the turnovers are going to be up there. But yeah, we can't have both of those guys getting 5+ turnovers. I mean, they're going to get us double-digit assists pretty much every single night, but yeah, they can't be turning the ball over though. We got to take care of the ball, especially when we know we suck at rebounding. We got to take care of the ball.
Exactly. I mean, overall, we're NBA wise, we're good with turnovers. We're good. We only have 38. Can you see? I don't know if you can see where I'm circling at. Just the turnovers right here.
Turnovers. 38 total.
We got 38 total. That makes us third in the league. So that's elite. They got us in the green.
That's
hold up.
interesting.
And we forced 49 turnovers.
So
that's
we're
16th. That's 16th. So that make us we're minus 11. That make us fourth in the league. So we force 11 more turnovers than what we have given up. You know what I'm saying? So that makes us fourth in the league. It just seemed like a lot because Trey and DeJounte, they had so many, especially in the Hornet game. Both of them had so many. It felt like they was turning the ball over every time they brought the ball down. Let's see. But I want to show you the rebounding. So on the boards, we are. Let me set everything back. Okay, so as a team, we have 100 defensive rebounds. That's 24th. So that's bottom of the league. We have 129 total, bottom of the league, 24th. 29 offensive boards. That's 22nd, bottom of the league. We give up 39 offensive rebounds a night. So we minus 10 on that. So that's the plus minus on that, negative 10. That's 26 in the league. So over the first 3 games, we've been minus 10 on the average on offensive rebounds, minus 11 on defensive rebounds, minus 21 in total rebounds. So you see that? 26, 24, 28, which sucks because Trey is missing so many shots, that it would be good to get some of them boards, some of them offensive rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm knocking on Trey or anything, but Trey got to understand too that he can really control the rebounds. You feel me? Not necessarily about him like getting the rebounds, but like he can control like the type of rebounds. When he take those tough deep shots or whatever, those are gonna be long rebounds. So it's generally probably gonna go over the big's head. And then if our guards not on perimeter players, and we know DeAndre suck at rebounding basically or whatnot, it's like almost automatic to the other team. But it's just little stuff like that. We gotta value everything, even our types of shots. And Trey got to understand, it's like, okay, do I even have guys in rebounding position before I make this attack or make this and everything like that? Yeah, I think that can help us, kind of control things. But at the end of the day, we all know we're undersized and we're probably gonna get beat up most nights on the boards. But we can do things like that to kind of help ourselves as well.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, I obviously, this is a very small sample size when it comes to the season, obviously. But it's always good to track it so we can see if we got any type of trends going on. You know what I'm saying? And like I've been saying, the rebound, and I think I say it every day. Rebounding is going to be an issue for this team. I've been saying it for I don't know how long now, and the issue still doesn't get addressed. Maybe I don't know, maybe the front office thing, we can just outscore people and we don't need the rebounds or something. But
I don't know what our GMs are thinking, and I don't know what we're thinking as far as not getting a lot longer as well. I mean, we've gotten somewhat longer, I guess you'll say, with like a Justin Holiday, but I know you was talking about like the bigs and stuff like that, but I feel like the Hawks, probably being reactionary, but if they're being proactive and if you've been paying attention or whatever, bigs are definitely coming back to the NBA and being the focus or whatever. It's just these bigs are being reinvented because it took a minute for like, newer generations and all this stuff to kind of catch up with the style of game and how it's changed. So, I mean, technically you could say it started with like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's what, 6'11", maybe 7 feet or whatever, perimeter player. You got Jason Tatum, who's what, 6'10" probably or whatever. Yeah. But outside of that, you got Chet. He hurt, but you just see him. You see this new kid that everybody basically supposed to be tanking for. Who else? Well, I'm just saying, like just you just pay attention or whatever. I mean, shoot, even Jabari Smith, the Rockets pick or whatever. He's a tall young player, boy, look like he can do some things or whatever, even attacking from the perimeter and stuff. Evan Mobley. I mean, you already had Embiid, you already had Jokic. They're a little your bigger bodies and stuff like that, though. But I would not be shocked. Basically, the next. I mean, then Giannis already won a championship, but like, look how big he is or whatever. He's basically
Yep.
Shaq, but it's a new age Shaq because the game is very perimeter oriented. So, the Hawks need to get them one and not wait until the entire league got these these big long athletic guys or whatever. And we sitting here with a small guy.
I've been saying it, man. I've been saying. I correct me if I'm wrong. I said, hey, we should at least throw an offer sheet out there. Throw that max money to Ayton, because in a minute you gonna need these centers. And it go back to a point that you made about John Collins, probably about a year or 2 years ago, when you was like, you gotta have. I don't know, how did you say it? You were saying something about you gotta have a skill set.
I've been saying a lot of stuff.
That you gotta have a certain skill. What'd you say? I can't remember, but it was something to the fact that you have to have like a skill. I can't remember, but what I'm trying to get to is today's bigs, these new bigs coming in all have skill. You know what I'm saying? They all have skill. Clint Capella, 0 skills. Now, I give him credit. He didn't pick up basketball till he was like 14 or 15. But my thing is this. My thing is this.
No excuse, though.
You've been
picked it up later.
You've been a professional for how long now?
I agree.
And you added 0 to your game. You look like the same player who played for the Houston Rockets. He's the exact same player. He does the exact same thing. He has done nothing new with us to where a Rockets fan will be like, man, we sure miss having that guy. And that's why I say we need to get longer. And like I said, I understand with Clint under contract, why we ain't got a legit backup big. Why does Travis and Landry go and get Frank the Tank, who don't even play in the paint like that? And then when we need size, we get killed on the boards. How come Nate don't play him?
Yeah, then Nate doesn't play him or whatnot. So, yeah, it's getting hard in the sense defend Nate, man, when he obviously don't play certain players, even if they're a vet or something like that. I mean, all I can say about it is,
what? Well, maybe if he wasn't trying to run a playoff roster in game 3, like he running 9 dudes, man, 9. Why?
Hey, you say why? Why? I mean, probably the main thing is just not trusting the team to do what they're supposed to and take everything serious or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I understand you say why. Shoot, what Thibodeau do stuff like that as well. I mean, sometimes older. And then I can't sit here and say I follow every single other team to know their rotation and how deep they go anyway either. I know the Hornets, were missing players. They were missing 3 key rotation guys, 2 main stars and starters. So you're going to see more people on the court and get an opportunity. And unfortunately, they outworked us. You know what I'm saying? Which is, man, I thought we was past that basically. But yeah, we got a lot of improvement to do. I mean, I hope Nate can get it together because, like I said, I really don't want to switch another coach unless it's like apparent to literally everyone across the board, because I don't want Trey to get hit with no coach killer type stuff, man, or people trying to say that he's not coachable. And I feel like that's what's going to come next if majority feel like we're letting Nate go early. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, I agree, but you know what? If I was the owner, or just Travis, I would have told Nate, I'd be like, hey, these are all the standards that I expect you to hit this year. I got to give Travis and the owner some leeway because they went out this offseason, they went out and got players. So I can't even sit here and say, you know what, they ain't giving Nate nothing to work with. They doing Nate way better than they did Lloyd Pierce. I don't even like Lloyd Pierce, but they giving Nate way more talent to work with. So, it's got to be some type of milestones that he got to meet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, look at the comments. I know King keep bringing up the fact that we need a veteran point guard. How you feel about that? Because I don't feel like we ever had like a.
We good at the point guard position, man.
It's like I understand what he's saying. It's like almost like not saying to start, but like a legit older veteran point guard who been around the league and led teams and did his thing, but now he might be on the bench or something like that combined. But that's just somebody who probably can also help Trey, like I said, see them little things and them small things in the game that he might be overlooking.
But you know what, man? I think those type of players, like, you got to be a contender to get those dudes, because you figure a good veteran point guard, like, to mentor somebody, you figure, okay, a good veteran point guard, one, you want them, they had to have a good career, at least a decent career. So I figure when the old veteran guard, they probably ring chasing at that moment. You know what I'm saying? They probably looking to get on with a contender. Yeah. Same reason why you got a guy like Dwight Howard still available. I don't think he will come to us. I think he waiting for a contender who need a body, and that's where he's going to go. Now I think if we could put some wins together, and we sit near the top of the East, top 4, top 3 of the East, then we can start, hey, Dwight, hey, Cousins, hey, veteran free agent, hey, look at us. You know what I'm saying? We're a good option. This ain't OKC. Okay. We ain't tanking. This ain't the Spurs. We trying to make something happen. Come tap in with us. But the vet point guard thing, I don't think we need a vet point guard. What I really think we need, I think we need a real outspoken guy with leadership qualities, more like a Patrick Beverly type. And it just so happened he played point guard, but somebody like a Patrick Beverly who'll hold everybody accountable and not scared to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would have loved the Pat Beverly. I know I was bringing that up before as well. I seen that his his what he was saying and doing and everything with the Lakers. But that's important. Sure, I mean, not Nate or whatever, but I would have loved Jason Kidd being the coach. Yeah, that would have been awesome, because I feel like Jason Kidd definitely would have got Trey to kind of understand and look at a lot of things or whatever. You got folks asking about Al Horford. You'll be cool with signing him. He'll free agent next year.
No, I'm good. We don't need Al. Al's not a banger. We need somebody who can play the paint.
Yeah.
Al he played the paint with us as a young player. As a young player, because he had to, because we had nobody else to play the position. But at this point in Al's career, he ain't trying to bang in that lane, man. He trying to shoot them threes, collect his money, and he trying to win that title with the Celtics, man. You know what I'm saying? We need something more of a I wouldn't even mind going to sign Alex Len for the dirt. Because I don't even need him to shoot. I just need bodies. I just need him to come off that bench when I need some size.
Hey, bro, real talk though. I liked Alex Len.
He wasn't bad, bro. He wasn't bad.
He was a starter, and that was like the issue here. But like, I was perfectly open with keeping Alex Len, but just moving him to a bench role and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he added that 3-point. He got to shoot more threes with us. He got better at that. I mean,
he's big body, legit.
Yeah, we could have kept him for the low coming off the bench. Hey, we need that length going to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know after 3 games, what do we do now? We do know Okongwu cannot be the starting center in the NBA. We know that already. If you ain't seen enough of that tape, I don't know what else you need to see. But we need some size on this team.
Man. You see this last comment? My fault. I'll be reading your comment. You say Podol, what's his name? San Antonio. He said he'll free agent next year. I mean, that's a big body, I guess, though. But the second part is that talking about we're trying to get Sabonis. I'd be happy about it. I wanted to trade Clint last season for Sabonis once we noticed that the Pacers was moving folks. I'm like, we need to get Sabonis.
Shit, they gave up a grip to get Sabonis too, though. They gave up Halliburton. I don't think we was gonna match that package. But if he become a free agent, that's a whole nother ball game. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, bro, I tall Zach Collins. Right? They just mentioned him too.
6'10", close to 7 feet. He tall. One of them tall white boys. He's tall.
Okay. I'll take Zach Collins or something like that. Like, we just got to get somebody, bro. Like, I ain't necessarily talking about them starting.
And you always got to say that, because as soon as you say we need to get a big, they just assume he not a starter. And then you got to say, bro, I mean backup, bro. Somebody come out the bench, and somebody might get who might get 10 to 15 minutes a night, could be more depending on the matchup. But we not trade. Okay, we not trading for nobody right now, bro. It's 3 games into the season, dog.
They
Why would you
moved him
trade?
now.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
he
talking
can't
about
really do it
he
this early.
trade block? How you gonna trade after 3 games, bro?
You can't do it this early. I mean, hey, I'm almost with it. You know, if it was 2K or something, my season 3 games in, I'm like, heck no, man. I'm about to trade these food. I'm about to switch it up. But yeah, he
Yeah,
can't
I ain't
do it
trying.
yet, man. You gotta give the team a shot and stuff. That's the
Yeah,
same thing when people are asking about certain players getting sat down and stuff. I'm like, you ain't finna sit no pros that's supposed to be in your rotation 3 games in. If they shooting bad, you probably just gonna let them keep shooting bad. I mean, they gonna have to go through like a stint before, like, okay, we're gonna try and bring this down a little bit. But like, you know, everybody believe, you know, shooters shoot their way out of a slump, so you're gonna let them keep shooting, I guess.
I mean that's all shit. That's the only choice we have with Trey. Shit, Trey, yeah, he be. But you know what? His shooting percentage is down. His 3-point percentage is down because he just takes stupid. Some of his threes just be stupid ass threes. Like
Bro,
if he
that's
limit
all of
them
it.
dumb
No,
ass threes, if he would limit those, he'd
he'll
probably
be a
be
lot higher.
shooting. Yeah, right now,
He'll
bro,
be a lot higher.
his shooting is terrible, man. Look at the numbers on this, bro. Look at his numbers, man. Like I'm like, I didn't know it was that bad, bro. Hold up, let me go back
Are you
there.
talking about Trey numbers? Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it's
it's
because of the type of shots. Literally, when Trey on a catch and shoot and he's at the 3-point line, bro, like 100%. I don't know too many times I've seen him miss in that type of situation.
bro,
He
he's
be
shooting.
it just that
He's shooting.
when he does the dribble, and then got to hit you with the hard and step back or something like that, bro. I'm like, bro, it's finna be a 4 shot, and then there you go, it's 25% chance of it going in.
Yeah, he's shooting 32% from the field right now, bro. 25% from 3. Bro, he take 23 shots a
But
game.
Hakeem, he don't have to shoot. Like
Jeez,
that's the number one thing. He keeps saying, but that's because he's small. He can't just shoot over people. Well, then stop just trying to shoot all the doggone time, Trey. You don't have to average 30 points. Like he doesn't have to.
he sure don't, man. But you know what? I think
Trey would think that he suck if he averaged 18, bro.
Yeah, like if he averaged 18 and 12 for a career, but won 3 titles, bro, that's way better than averaging 30 for 10 years and not winning nothing. Ask Dominique, my nigga. Ask Neek. Neek got 15 years of averaging 20. He a career 25 point scorer in the NBA, and he can't even get ranked in the top 50 of the NBA players.
Yeah,
because he don't have a championship. But if you average 18 and 12 and you get 3 titles, they'd be like, oh my God, he's a Hall of Famer. And I don't think Trey, maybe he don't get that part yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't get that.
He's a scoring guy, man. And he just, like I said, I saw it in the Charlotte game. It's like he came out like looking to get going scoring. And I think that kind of like that just didn't get us into a real flow, you know, and it's just difficult for you to do that as a point guard when it's like it's literally on you for other people to get into a rhythm and into a flow and stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's just stuff that Trey got to continue to learn. What we in like year 5 now?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, I was hoping that he, you know, got it a little bit more now, but nah, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like he just got to get back to it. I mean, he was doing it a little better, I'll say that, in the first 2 games, but it's just like literally, and that's the way it always feels sometimes. It's like it happens over games, over a time period of games, and it can happen within the flow of a game sometimes. Even within the flow of a game, within of a quarter, a stretch of like 5 minutes, you'll see DeAndre maybe getting off. JC got some couple shots and stuff in. I don't know. Say for example, it's Bogey. Bogey did this and that, knocked down a few things or whatever. And then all of a sudden, here comes Trey. He got to get himself a shot in. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes he just be thinking like, oh, we scored 5 straight. Now it's time for me to score.
Yep.
And it's like, stop, bro.
When,
I don't know how else to say it. Just stop, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, he needs to understand that it's the winning that's what's gonna get him the respect. It's the winning. Look at prime example. Look at LeBron James. He about to be the NBA all-time leading scorer. But
Yeah.
every time you talk about the GOATs of the game, the first thing people bring up is that dude 3-6 in the finals. They don't care that he went to the finals like 8 times in a row. He been to the finals 9 times total. They be like, he's 3-4 in the finals. I mean, he's 3-6.
He probably would have been slick better off going twice, being 2-0, and then having all his other stats.
Exactly. That's what and it's the same thing they said about Trey, why he didn't win Rookie of the Year. They said, oh, he got hot in the second half. He put them stats on a losing team. He got to understand, and I said it before, everyone knows Trey Young. He's a career, this is 5th year in the league. He a career 25-9 guy, bro. We know he can score the ball. That's a game. We know that. Mm-hmm. Can you win? That's what he's missing. And guess what? Like you said, if he give you 18-12, but we win 60 games, or he give you 18-12 and we make it to the finals, or say over the next 5 years, he only averaged 18-12, but we win, say we go to the finals 3 times and win 1. Mm-hmm. Bruh, first of all, he win 1. He's a legend in Atlanta. He won't pay for shit in the state in Atlanta, Georgia, ever again. Number 1,
bro. He might be a legend if he just get us there, dog. We ain't never seen him finals.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. He got to put the winning first. He always gonna get the accolades. Everybody knows this is team. Even DeJounte said it. You know what I'm saying? He just here. He know this his team. He just here trying to help us win. He gonna get the accolades, but he got to. Sometimes you got to let other. He know what he need to do. He need to go back to Game 5 against Miami in the playoffs when he just gave Dre the ball, like, go do your thing, go. I ain't never seen Trey get the ball up so motherfucking fast, except that series. That's what he need to be doing.
Because he quit at that point, but yeah. You know, I ain't gonna let that go. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, bro gave up. Miami was whooping up on him. People can blame whoever you want to blame. And if we're gonna flash back to it, hell, let's do it then. But I was screaming the entire series what Trey should do. And ain't no coach talking to me, no nothing. Even the announcers and commentators throughout the series saying what Trey should do. And then Trey did it a few times and it worked for him. But for some reason, he can't put stuff together within the game. I don't want to question his IQ, but high IQ to me is definitely independent of a coach. You play the game and you can see stuff developing and happening throughout the game, the flows of the games, how it's going on and all that stuff and everything like that. I'm not finna give you credit for IQ because you drove into the paint and you kicked it out for a 3. I mean, who doesn't know that's what's gonna happen in the sense you get into the paint, somebody gonna bite down wild, somebody corner 3, woo, woo. So I just need to see higher IQ, man. I just need to see the growth and stuff there because IQ isn't pulling up deep from 3 on a break or something like that. That's a risk and okay, big balls for you to try and go for a nail in the coffin type thing, but
he said give Trey some shooters that can hit his shots. Trey had no shoot. Bro, the first thing Trey need to do is make his own shots first. When he make his own shots first, let me show you something, Kool-Aid. Let me show you this again real quick, Kool-Aid. Hold up. Oh, let me show you something, Kool-Aid. You talking about making shots, right? He's shooting 32.4% from the field, G, and 25% from 3, and you saying he don't have no shooter? He ain't a shooter with those numbers. What you talk about? He got to hit his own shots first. But guess what? He averaging through the first 3 games 24 shots right now. He taking 24 shots. He don't need 24 shots a night. He don't even need to take that many, and you definitely don't need to be taking 24 shots a night. And you only giving me 25 points. You're shooting 32% and 25, but you taking a majority of the shots. So no, I don't want to hear Trey need to get shooters. Trey need to be a shooter, but he should facilitate first. That's what he should do. Facilitate first. It seems like he don't facilitate until he feel his shots not going in. Because if he hit them first couple shots, it's a wrap, bro. He finna fire that rock.
Oh man, he don't believe that. My fault, bro. Did you see that? The last comment he just said, saying ATL Kool-Aid, bro.
Yeah. Let me Yeah, he on. But let me bring my guy up here. You gonna put your camera on, K, or you gonna be audio?
'Cause, no
Can
way he believe Trey don't want to shoot the ball. Ain't
but
no way.
you don't want. He don't want to shoot, bro. He averaging 24 shots a game. What you mean he don't want to shoot the ball? Well, he don't want to pass it. That would have looked like, oh, he don't want to make them shots.
Yeah.
Yo, Demond, can you hear me?
Yeah, where your camera at, G?
Hey, I'm working. I'm driving in my. I'm gonna turn my truck back on. Let me know if it's too loud. If not, I'm gonna have to pull over real quick.
All right.
Is that too loud?
Yeah, man, pull over. Sound like you at the auto spot.
Yeah. So check it out real quick. So where's my damn camera at? I don't know. I'm on my phone. I'll mess with this. Next time you guys have this discussion, I'll go ahead and hop on when I'm at the house on my laptop.
All right.
So look, so for all you Atlanta Hawk fans out there, I want to be the first to say I am not.
Hold up, K. Hold up. Let me say something. Let me add some context. K has no NBA team. He is a college basketball and an Eagles guy. That's it. So he don't have a basketball team. I mean, an NBA team. All right, go ahead, K.
So I am not a Trae Young hater. All right, me and you had this discussion on the phone a couple months ago. We came to the numbers. I'm done with the Luka trade and stuff like that. My only problem with Atlanta Hawks keeping Trae Young is you guys are not going to go far with him. Reason saying, is he a great player? Absolutely. Does he belong in the NBA? Absolutely. But nobody's trying to come run with Trae. All right, so when you look at the playoffs, let's look at, okay, so besides Isaiah Thomas, all right, we look at the playoffs and we see teams that has made deep runs where their main player was a small point guard. We look at AI. He basically got swept in the finals and had 1 year that he even got that far. You look at people like, okay, so Kyle Lowry, he had Kawhi Leonard. He had a real great supporting cast. But other than that, I mean, Trae Young is not – Kyle Lowry also was a huge dude. He can body up. You look at Isaiah Thomas in his MVP caliber year. As soon as you get to the playoffs, they get exposed. Different basketball game. Trae Young can average 30 points all year for 30 years. All right. He can average 10, 11 assists, but he averages I think his career average is 4 turnovers a game. His career three-point shooting, correct me, you guys are the experts. His career three-point shooting is 36, 37%, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, though?
Average.
But when we start looking at the type of selection of shots he takes, when we start to look at how long he holds the ball, when we start to look at his point guard, skills, of course he's going to get 12, 13 assists. Of course he's going to average 28 points a game. He takes the most shots a game. When you guys picked up DeJounte Murray, I don't know if Atlanta was trying to send Trae Young a message, because I think you guys can go far with DeJounte Murray if you surround him with a cast. And
let me say something. I see where you're going with the DeJounte deal, right? It's because DeJounte he does give you more because of his size. He gave you those boards. It's harder to double him and trap him because he's taller, right? But just like the Pistons, Kyrie, Stockton, we're putting elite talent around Trae. This is the first time we had a superstar player in Trae Young, right? And had a chance to put better players around him. We got DeJounte Murray, another all-star, a walking triple-double. You got John, who now unlocked John Collins because Murray's now looking for Collins. Now we getting production out of Collins. So we putting a cast around Trae. I think it's Trae issue, and me and Mike, we said it, and you touched on it a little bit, Kay. I think it really just comes down to his shot selection. He takes a lot of hard shots for no reasons. If you take away all the logo 3-pointers he take, I guarantee you his career average is probably around 40. He takes a lot of bad shots because
there's more than that. I'm just gonna get a few things off my chest and stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm about to get back to work. So you mentioned John Stockton. John Stockton had Karl Malone. You mentioned Kyrie Irving and they never, FYI, they never won a championship. You mentioned Kyrie Irving. That year he did win. The credit, Kyrie Irving is a different animal. Kyrie Irving's also 6'3", and he's also
He ain't no 6'3", bro. Kyrie's not 6'3".
6'2", 6'1". Well, he's bigger. He's got he can get to the. I mean, he had LeBron when he won. All right, so but let's look at but going back to Trae Young, the thing that kills me about Trae Young is his size. He's listed at 6'1", but I guarantee you, if I stood next to him, man, we about the same height, and I'm 5'10". And he's tiny. He's not strong. He's talented as hell. But you know what I'm saying? It's year what? Is it year 4, year 5?
Year
and
5.
He's still making the same mistakes from year 1. There's no progression. It's like he's plateaued. Now, did he make it to the Eastern Conference Final that year? Yes. I'm not going to take that away from him. But when we look at the context of things, the damn New York Knicks were in the playoffs that year. So,
No. Hey, what you're not gonna do is try to downplay that.
No,
I'm
not.
Hold on. Because let me tell you something, right? Trae Young went through the New York Knicks, right? Who was better than us? They was the higher seed than we were. They had us beaten in the regular season, right? So we went on the road and beat them. Then we go to Philly, the number 1 seed, and beat them on the road in 7 games. Then we go to Milwaukee, take game 1, but then Trae gets injured in game 2. If he don't get injured in game 2, I think we take game 2. To be honest, I think we take the whole series, to be honest. But my thing is this, man. I know we know he's short, bro. We already know this. But it's up to the front office to put elite talent around him. When I speak on Trae Young, I'm just looking at his numbers, what he need to improve on. It's the shot selection. That's what it is. He averaging he a career 25 and 10 player after 4 years in the league. That's not luck. That's not luck. We know he can do that. He just needs the talent around him. And now, can he perform with the talent? Can he get the talent involved? That's the thing.
Well, when you take 25 shots a game, you better average that much. So I'm not downplaying that run. All right. But if you look at the Eastern Conference and you look at the West, I mean, the NBA is like spread out this year.
Right.
The last couple of years, it is very strong. Like number one, and we've had this talk for years. I think just like Atlanta is just so hard. I mean, like, when is the last key free agent where it made a splash? How many? Okay, if you was how many people do you? Because number one, you can sit there and build from the draft. I mean, only Golden State got lucky with that shit in recent memory. Right. All right, and then we're talking 10 years in the making now that they got lucky with the draft and the way they built. Right. But if you start to look at who wants to come run with a Trae Young, you know what I'm saying? What big free agents ever come to Atlanta? So I think the only way that you guys are going to have to build is you're just going to have to get in the draft. You guys had some great draft picks. John Collins is no scrub. Kevin Huerter, I know you guys got rid of him though, but it's only been 3 games, but he's averaging if you go look, I think 48% from the 3.
Yeah, he's shooting 48 for 3. Yeah, I was looking at that earlier.
So he's a big body, 6'7". I mean, maybe he just wasn't, people change, people move, and they fit in the system better. It's just that, I've been watching basketball for years. I heard you mentioning Dominique Wilkins earlier. And it was those teams that he had were strong. I mean, Kevin Willis was a beast, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? It was you guys had some strong teams, though, but as usual, you guys get caught up in that Michael Jordan area. You get caught up in the bad boys era. And then you guys,
Michael Jordan,
Larry Bird, you get caught up in that.
I wasn't alive, but Dominique choked. It sounded like the Celtics and Larry Bird just played with more balls than they did.
Hell no, man. Man, Larry Bird. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man.
What,
bro? Motherfucking Larry Bird and the Celtics, bro. They miles better than us, man.
They miles better, but you had them down in the series and you had a home game. I don't care. At the end
and
of
that's
the day,
why and
let it go when you didn't do what you're supposed to do to win and take over. So that's why you not a GOAT, and that's why he shouldn't have no doggone statue. And that's why Trae does get us to the finals and we lose. Hell, statue him too.
Well,
he did more than that other statue.
No, he ain't done more than Dominique.
Yeah,
straight up.
Did. Yeah,
No,
he
the
did.
fuck
He
he
get us
ain't.
to the
No, he
finals.
ain't. He
get
ain't
us to the
even
finals.
close.
Yeah, he did.
He ain't even
Al
close.
Horford, Al
Real quick.
Horford done did more. Al Horford done did more
He
by
ain't
getting
even
us to the
close
conference
to
finals.
Dominique. Without
Man,
Dominique,
bruh.
the
Let's
Atlanta
clap
Hall
for L.
organization, the
Let's
Atlanta
clap
Hall
for L.
organization wouldn't even be known for nothing.
Bruh,
We
who
started our
cares?
run. We started
Who
our run.
cares?
Who
You
cares?
want to be
Bro,
known for dunks and dunk contests with no championship.
Dominique
Who cares?
Dominique had to go through 3 of the
Bruh.
NBA top 10 players of all
Nobody
time.
cares. And that's what,
And
okay,
they
so,
had a better team
like
than we
I
did.
said though, let's put up a banner that said Dominique had to play and lose against top 3
No,
players
we don't
all
need
time.
no
So
banner.
that's
We don't
why
need
he's
no
not all time.
no.
So
We
why
don't need
our
no
player
banner.
can't be all
We
time?
don't
Why-
need no banner
so
for
why
that.
Dominique not top 50 then? Because he didn't overcome a top player. Steph Curry became a top player because he overcame top players in his era. Stop that weak jump, bro. That's why the Hawks are the Hawks.
What you mean?
That's
Steph
weak to me.
Curry overcame that because he had is Steph Curry, and he had a
Bruh,
better
that
team
jump
around,
weak.
and he had a better team
That
around
jump
him.
weak, bruh.
Go
That
back
jump
and you
weak,
go
bro.
back and
That
go
jump
look
weak.
at the Hawks.
It's weak.
Watch
we
us
don't
go
know
in
if
the
he
play.
got a better
Well,
team.
Watch us.
We
Watch
only
us
saying
go.
they're a better team because they don't won. They don't won a
No, I'm
championship.
saying they're a better
The
team because
Hawks
they've always
pulled
been a better team than us. And then let's talk
How?
about it. And then how? Look who they had on their team. I don't know why you think the
But
Celtics
you're
was some
all,
scrub
but
ass
you're
team,
basing
bro.
all of that based upon they won a championship.
Real
No,
quick,
I'm
real
basing
quick,
it.
real quick,
No,
real
I'm
quick, real
basing
quick.
it. I'm basing it
Hey,
off the
real quick, real
Celtics
quick.
being a dominant dynasty
The
in the
Celtics,
80s
yes,
and the
was a
90s.
dynasty.
That's what I'm
Yes.
basing it off of.
Yes.
Now, I'm
And
not
how
basing
do
it off of
dynasties
they win.
real quick, and
How
I'm
do
gonna go.
dynasties end? Another team beat
Go
them.
ahead.
And
Go
it
ahead,
wasn't us.
Hey, boss, man. I don't want to be. Hey, what's your name?
Mike.
My name.
Mike. Okay, Mike. I didn't want to say hey, dude, and stuff like that.
That's
so, Mike.
fine.
No. So, Mike. I lived in that era. I watched those games. And let me tell you something. This is kind of like where I'm going to talk about with like Trae Young. I'm not going to compare these two because, like, number one, Dominique Wilkins was a great player, but he did not have the team around him.
Exactly.
Now, with that said, let's fast forward to 2022. Trae Young does not have that team around him, and he's going to be getting to those Eastern Conference Finals, quarterfinals. The next thing I know, he's going to get beat by these greater teams. And the thing about it, when you start looking, I'm not going
to
to
different game, but let's pull this up.
It's a totally different game.
But I'm not going to excuse somebody for because who they went up against. I don't care if he was great, quote unquote. I've seen a lot of great players as well. I mean, hell, I can argue for Jason Kidd or whatever. At the end of the day, Jason Kidd didn't get a ring until he basically went elsewhere or whatever.
Until he went to a better team. He went to a better team. That's what he did.
He went a lot later into where he wasn't the top guy anymore.
And he lost to a better team when he with the Nets. When he with the Nets, did he win a championship with the Nets?
And he did more than Dominique with the lesser team.
Did he win a championship?
Did more than Dominique in a lesser team.
Did he win a championship?
The answer is no. Bro, if y'all want to knock Trae, if everybody want to knock Trae for not doing certain things then or whatever, and then glorify and enshrine Neek when Neek was flawed and did not do everything on the court either, that is the reason why
nobody said that. Nobody said that, Mike. Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Nobody said that. He didn't even have to play series as long as people got to do these games. Neek was flawed. Neek should not be a statue. Neek should be getting the respect he should. But
Neek is the greatest player in Atlanta Hawk history, hands down.
Is a joke. It's
hands down. He the best player. He the best player in Atlanta.
Bruh.
Nobody else who put on this Atlanta Hawk jersey put on harder than Nick.
Ain't no ring. Ain't no ring. So I do not
care.
So
my question is,
if Trae Young finished his career with no ring, I do not care. Matt Ryan finished his career with the Falcons. I don't care. Vic finished his career with no ring. I do not care no more, bro. I don't care about
so my question is, Mike.
Because when I talk to another fan, what they bring up? Rings. Bro, don't nobody care about Dominique.
But we not talking.
10 more years. 10 more years, he's probably not even going to be top 75 anymore.
You're moving the goalposts, Mike.
I'm moving the goalposts.
This is the question, Mike. I told you the Celtics were a better team. I did not say, hold up. I did not say, oh, Neek, he's so perfect. I never said Neek not flawed.
You didn't say that.
I said the Celtics were a better team. And let's get back to it. Michael Jordan, when he was getting
the team down. Did you not have the quote unquote better team down or not?
We had them down. We had, and
That's
guess what?
it. That's
And guess
it.
what?
So ain't
Guess
nothing
what?
else to talk
We
about.
had the
didn't
Celtics.
execute.
We had the
We didn't
Celtics down.
execute and
We
win the
had
game.
we had the Celtics down in 2008. We had the Bucks down 1-0. We
And
didn't
we
take.
didn't
We didn't win
have
that
a
shit.
quote unquote Dominique. And we
this is
didn't
what
have
I'm
a quote
saying.
unquote Dominique.
What I'm saying.
And the Bucks game
got to have
was
the
a
talent.
conference finals in which Dominique never got to.
You got to have a team, man. You got to have a team. You
What
got
you
to have
mean?
a team around
Okay,
you.
so is the 60-win team good? Was they good? They got to a conference final. Again, you had the best, quote unquote.
They was good, and guess who they lost to? And who they lose to?
But again,
I'm about
that's
to leave.
why
I'm about to
Dominique
leave.
is not one of the greatest.
Okay.
Because he
I just
did
gotta
not
ask one
win it.
question. I gotta ask one question. I gotta ask Mike one question. Number one, you're absolutely right, Mike. Dominique was flawed, very flawed. It was a different era of basketball. We can argue this all day about who's great, but Dominique did put the Atlanta Hawks on the face of the map. Number two, my question is this, and I'm gonna hop off and I'll listen as I'm working. Do you actually think Trae Young can be that person that to deliver you guys a finals as the primary number one on your team? Because I don't think he can, that's my problem with him.
He played the game now. No, not the way he plays the game now.
Even if he plays Steph Curry MVP level, can he bring y'all a chip being the number one? And this is my problem.
What I think he has to be, because it's not really Steph Curry MVP level.
I know it's not Steph Curry, but I'm saying let's get the point out and I'll get off and I'll listen. What I'm saying though is like I think he is a awesome number like 2 or 3 guy. And this is my big problem with Trae Young is you guys are spending so much on his future. And I know you guys know the contracts. I didn't look at his. I honestly think that Trae Young cannot lead a team to a chip. And that's apparently what the Atlanta Hawks and every team wants. That's my only issue with him. You're spending all this future on him. Can he deliver like Dominique couldn't? All right, I'll holler at you later, Damon, and hopefully later on I'll jump on my computer next time you off when I'm off.
All right, my G. I appreciate you tapping in, my guy. Salute my guy K in the building.
Yeah, good talking to him. But let real quick to address that real quick though, his question or whatever. I feel like the only reason why I feel like Trae can't do it, and I believe the reason why people think that Trae can't do it is because his style of play. And to me, it doesn't have anything to do with his size or anything like that. He's just gonna have to play with a better IQ. Stop with the stupid, untimely step back shots. Stop looking for his points at certain time and everything, and understand that it's gonna come within the flow of the game. If Trae can do that and mature for us, Trae can very well do it. And I think that Trae honestly could, yes, have an MVP season and set another record and lead the league in, probably points and assists if he allowed things to come to him on the points end. You know what I'm saying? And not do that go seeking junk or whatever. Because, I mean, you could say, he took a lot of shots. Yeah, he just led the league in total points and total assists. That's nothing to gloss over. Like, no matter how much I can get upset with his game or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I believe that Trae, if he makes these adjustments, be more mature as a point guard, you know what I'm saying? Maybe sacrifice a little more, sacrifice sometimes in some games and things of that nature. I believe that Trae could lead us there. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but he thinks that no matter what Trae does, due to his size and I don't know, whatever else, he just can't do it. Me personally, I don't think that, you know.
I think Trae, I think he can lead us. That's the key word right there. I think he can lead us. And when I say lead us, I don't mean that he has to be the leading scorer. I think what Trae needs to do, as you say, mature. And I think the maturity will come in as being able to assess game situations and take the best the best action toward that situation. Meaning, you know what? Hey, it's mismatches tonight. Let's abuse those. Let's go at those mismatches tonight instead of me coming down and shooting a damn logo 3 because Quavo in the crowd or some shit, or he feel like he need to get involved. And that's what I've always said about Trae. I think if Trae didn't focus, okay, let's keep it real. He already got the fucking money. You got the max money, okay? So you don't have to put up. Yeah, you don't got to put up nothing crazy. I think Trae Young, and I think that's what happened in that playoff run. I think he played very smart. He took what was given to him. You didn't see a lot of stupid ass shots that he took in the playoff runs, that the New York series, especially when we got to that Philly series.
Nope.
He didn't shoot good. he didn't shoot good in that Philly series, but it wasn't to where you was like, it was one of them things where you be like, hey, that's a good shot. It's just not going in. You know what I'm saying?
He played a lot of under control. He played better defense and everything. It's just that I don't know why he did those things, and we saw it because, like I said, I mean, we talked about it and stuff, and then again, we know what happened last season. Followed up with the season is born and not doing the stuff and everything like that. Because we, in a sense, saw the switch when the fire happened. Drew and Nate. You know what I'm saying? Nate came in. You saw even in that latter part of that season, Trey doing better, basically. You know what I'm saying? With his decision making, his timing and stuff like that, as far as when to do certain things. And like, I don't know why bro went back into an extent mentally or whatever. I don't know necessarily what happened, but yeah, we got to get him back to basically like that point. I don't know if, you know, I don't want to say it like that though, but I mean, you know how it is. I mean, it was kind of before the money, but you know, you start getting all the love, you know what I'm saying? Because before that playoff run, everybody was completely hating on Trey whatsoever. He wasn't getting no credit. You had to dig to find some type of media that might have gave him some credit, but it took that Knicks and the Philly series or whatever, and then, you know, he did the first game against the Bucks where everybody played well, honestly, but, you know, he led the charge. That following off season, Magic Johnson, hey dog, commercials, sneakers, and everything like that. I'm like, is Trey thinking what got him all of that is his scoring and him being the attention? You know what I'm saying? It's like he got to go back to like what you were saying, bro. Like, you got to focus on the wins first and foremost by any means, because everybody now know too or whatever. Like, we already know Trey, like, you can score. We know you can assist with the both of them. You know, at this point, you unless basically like he continued this way this year or whatever. Well, no, I can't even say that. Trey has gotten slick to the point now where it's like he's probably gonna be an all-star here in a year. So it's like you need to focus on the wins part, bro, and what it's gonna take to get your team to be basically top 4 in the East day in. I mean, season in, season out.
Yeah, because like I said, man, you know, it's the wins that's gonna get him the respect now, and that's why I always say, we know you can average 25 points a night. We know you can average 9, 10 assists a night. We saw you lead the league in total points. We saw you lead the league in total assists. But the wins wasn't there. Nobody cares about total points and total assists, and we over here, we below 500 all the way up until March.
We
got to go in the play-in game.
Facts.
And then with his bad shooting decisions, that's the main thing Skip Bayless be getting on him about. He said he just shoot he's not a good shooter. But like I say, it's the shots some of the shots he takes uncalled for. And if he would just be patient, have a little more self-control, and focus on what do we have to do as a team to get the win, I think we go way further. He'll get way more recognition if we making a run to the finals than if he led the league in scoring at 30 points a game. Because no one to care. Because all they're gonna say is, well, he led the league in scoring, but y'all only won 45 games.
He gave up stats. Not bad.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, I believe Trey can lead us. I think he just need to accept the leadership role, which being the leader doesn't mean you always have to be the best at the scoring. I have to lead the team in everything. I have to lead them in this. No, it means, did you get your teammates going, and did we get this win? Okay, you ended up with 15 points, but we won the game. And it's the same thing with Ja Morant. Ja Morant got all that hoopla because all the dunks and stuff he did. I mean, we saw that. We've seen that from him. That wasn't nothing new. It's the way they was winning them games is what got all them boys' attention. Ja Morant not an all-star if they're not winning all them games before the break. Regardless if he was averaging 30 and doing all the crazy dunks and dunking. No one cares. At the end of the day, it really comes down to the wins. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Trey, you know, everybody know I was a Trey hater from the jump, right? But by Christmas, I'd already said, yeah, this guy, he's special.
He's legit.
When I seen him hit that game-winning shot against the Knicks in game 1, that was game 1, yeah. That dude, right then, I was like, this dude could lead us to a championship. but he got to play smarter. He got to play more under control, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this show. This shit went way longer than I wanted to go. I gotta get my ass to work before I get fired. And but shout out to my boy Mike for tapping in. Salute.
Yeah, my
Is
bad, y'all.
that you? Is that you, crypto niggas?
Yeah, man.
That's
I ain't
you?
realize I ain't
Okay.
realized I was on my crypto channel, man. I logged in on my crypto channel. I didn't know I
Yeah,
was
I'm
on my
like,
other
who's crypto niggas? I was like, who the hell is that? And then,
you know, I got so many things going on,
But
man.
shout out my boy Mike. Tap it. That's his YouTube channel right there. You want to hit a plug real quick, Mike, on the channel?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a couple things. I don't know if I got my whatchamacallit on here though, but you know, I'm do a few things and whatnot though. But I was in the comments and everything. Y'all see the crypto niggas. You can follow that or whatnot. I talk about crypto, but I mainly cover NFT and digital collectibles project that I pretty much been on for the last couple of years. And I mean, it's just, you know, my thoughts and my journey with it. So if you guys, you know, into crypto, NFTs and all that type stuff or whatever, definitely, you know, go subscribe to the channel. And you know, other than that too, as well, if you ever need any graphic design work or any artwork and things of that nature, follow me on Instagram at ArchAlien, ARCH_alien. And you know, hit me up with anything though, man. But and then also too, y'all, my bad, man. I got heated, man. I just like, man, I dealt my whole life the Hawks getting ished on, and then I feel like we do something and I don't know, bro. We just need a championship, dog. We enshrined.
It just
I feel
shows
like,
you, man.
no offense to Nico, whatever, but when I see the statue, bro, I just like when everybody always talk about Atlanta is like okay with mediocrity. I feel like we enshrined it then, bro. It's like can we keep the bar high, man? Like respect the Nick and all though, but like come on, man.
Well, to keep it a buck, I really think the statue was up due to you know, we trying to establish
a culture.
A culture and a history, because you know, when you look at the Atlanta Hawks before Dominique, it was just losing as when in Atlanta, not counting St. Louis or New Orleans, but it's just losing until we got Dominique. And the same thing, I feel the same way about Joe Johnson. That's why I be going so hard for Joe Johnson. He came here with nobody wanting to come here. You know what I'm saying? And I always give them credit for trying to change this, trying to turn this organization into winners, man. They tried, you know, but it shows you that it takes a team.
Go get me a 7-footer, man. Go get me a 7-footer.
Yeah, I mean, I've been asking for one, but you know, niggas told me that.
Say you want to change the culture. I know we got to go, bro, but yeah, you want to change the culture and establish one. Let's win. You know what I'm saying?
And get one that's not with a hurt back. You know, Dwight Howard showed up here way past his prime. But let me cut this show short. Shout out to everybody for tapping in. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks Daily. We're gonna be live tomorrow again, family. I'll have another morning show. I'm probably gonna start a little earlier this time. Probably gonna shoot for about 8 o'clock Eastern, 9 Central. So y'all tap into that. No game tonight. Our next game is Wednesday in Detroit. We got a back-to-back in Detroit. So you know we're gonna be live for that also. So y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share it to your homies. Let them know. Come over here if you need to talk some Hawks. And y'all know we dropped that link. Come up here, say your piece. You feel me? So it's your boy Demond with my guy Mike. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. And we out. And I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all stay up.